It's Aimee and Nicole O'Brien. Welcome to the Unapologetic Era Podcast.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Welcome back to our podcast. So I told you a couple days ago that when we filmed today that I was going to have a mimosa because I was going to pretend it was our birthday brunch. But I decided not to do that because my ice maker made a little bit of ice.
Oh, yes.
So I was able to have an actual iced tea.
Have you contacted an ice maker repairman? I have a coffee, by the way, in my strawberry cup.
I have tried to limit my coffee because my anxiety has been really bad. So I have one coffee and then I switched to green tea. Okay.
Does green tea still have caffeine though?
A little bit. Yeah. Like on the tea bags, it'll show the caffeine level. So it's like, there's like 5 stars and it's like 2.5.
All right.
So
good job.
A little bit. But
I have not limited my coffee, but that's okay. I'm not trying to.
I just have been forgetting how to stay alive lately, honestly.
Same.
But also, could we take a moment to look how great my hair looks?
I was just going to say, your hair does look good today.
I know.
What did you do?
Nothing. Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you my secret.
Yes,
you know how I told you that I turned 48 yesterday. Happy birthday to me. And I have decided that as I approach 50, which we could talk about later in my goals, but I might as well just talk about it right now. As I approach 50, I just want to let myself age gracefully. I just want to embrace it. I already don't wear makeup. I put a little mascara on today, though, as a treat. We've talked about this on the podcast before that I don't want to do Botox or fillers, which that isn't me shaming people who do it.
Right.
It is just me saying that for me, I live in the mountains. I just want to age gracefully. I want to see my face as I age and be proud of what I look like as I age and embrace that. So of that.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Part of that is just allowing my hair to be free. And, I've done Brazilian blowouts for so many years because my hair is naturally curly and has like texture and it gets frizzy and very curly. But I haven't seen my curls in like 6 years. So I haven't been getting Brazilian blowouts. And now my hair is like taking on its natural what the fuck it wants to do. Yeah. And so I put it up in a twisty bun at night so it's not all over my face when I sleep. And I wake up and I let it out and I just let it be what it is. I'm just living free. And today I'm like, wow, this is a great
It does look good.
Like I curled
it. Does look good. I think what's happening is you're getting some of the volume back. Because when I've gotten keratin or Brazilian blowouts in the past, my hair's so flat.
It is
like it won't even hold a curl. Won't hold like if I use a curling iron or anything. So I liked the fact. I don't know what this is, but this.
No, but you have the natural waves just like me. Yeah, I think that we both because that one day on the podcast, you were having a bad hair day, but I thought it was cute because it was all your natural curls.
Good.
So,
but it just felt crazy and I wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
And with shorter hair now, the natural curl is not quite it. If I had longer hair again, then I could do it. But I just look like a cotton ball. It's not good.
I think that's why it's working. It's because my hair's long. Yeah. I don't even brush it. I just kind of put my fingers through it and just let it live. And I'm kind of loving it. A wild mountain woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was like, okay, I will have to draw the line if you stop like shaving. I mean, if you don't, that's great for other people. But
my God, I wonder if my husband's still in the kitchen. Okay, so funny enough, yesterday we were going to breakfast and I pulled my hair out and I was like, Greg, look at my hair. I was like so proud of how cute my hair looks. And I had explained to him, which I do, about how I'm just like going natural. A future podcast, we decided to talk about how I want to take my implants out and stuff. And he said, I love that for you, but I am going to draw the line if you stop shaving your legs and your armpits. And so I'm cracking up because that's what you just said. But fortunately, I have a laser on my armpits. But
I also have laser, so it's fine. But like, everybody's entitled to their own opinions. But for me personally, I just don't feel clean if I'm super hairy.
I'll agree.
I just feel
I will never
gross.
stop shaving my legs. Like, not getting Botox and letting my hair be natural is very different than like stopping to shave my legs. No offense to people out there who don't shave their legs.
Right. Anybody. Like, it's your choice.
I mean, my leg hair only grows from below my knee to my ankle anyway.
Same.
I think it's because I've worn knee sleeves for more than half my life.
Well, like, I have hair, but it's like baby fine hair on my like upper leg. Yeah.
So it's not like it's a big chore. Maybe one of these days I'll go get that lasered off. But
I did it.
I know. I don't know how it's
so not bad.
Painful.
It's not that bad. It's just the ankles. They're real spicy.
But also I have a big
probably
tattoo on
lasered
my leg, so
every. You what?
I have a big tattoo on my calf, so I don't know if I can get it lasered.
You can't. You have to be careful because I had my tattoo that I had on my ankle lasered off.
Oh my God!
It was horrendously the worst tattoo in the history of tattoos.
Why?
Because I got it done. Like, I turned 18, and some friends and I went up to this like resort area where we were from. Like, it's called Okoboji, if anybody knows. And I was from a really small town in Iowa, and that was like the closest place that had a tattoo parlor. So we turned 18 and we drove our asses up there, still in high school, even though my parents had specifically said no. And I'm pretty sure the girl that, first of all, nobody drew anything. I just said, like, I was really, really into the Romeo and Juliet that was out with Claire Danes and Leonardo.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like that whole like vibe. And so I really wanted like these gothic-y looking angel wings. And so I asked for red angel wings on my ankle. And let's just say I thought it was amazing. It was not. And for most of my life, people thought it was a butterfly. And then it started fading. And then I cut my ankle multiple times shaving. So it was like missing sections. So finally, I just bit the bullet a couple years ago and I went in and had it lasered off. And it did not feel great.
How many lasered off treatments did it take?
Honestly, like probably 8 to get all
I've heard
it was quite a few. I mean, it was really small, so it was quick, but it didn't feel good. And now
tattoo removal is horrific.
Yeah.
I just got all my tattoos from my misguided youth covered up with something different.
Oh, I actually thought about covering it up, but at the time I couldn't come up with anything that seemed like something to put. And so then I just said, forget it. Anyway, long story. My friend Missy also got one, and she got a giant butterfly on the top of her foot, and it was huge. Sorry, Missy, if you're listening, but it was. And we both, I think, regretted it. And then we hid it all through high school. So I would literally wear Band-Aids on my ankle anytime I like had shorts on and just tell my mom I cut myself shaving. And then I think it was at like a vocal concert where we had to wear dresses and like hose and heels. And my mom was like, I saw that Missy has a tattoo. I bet that means you do. And I was like, you're right. I do. They weren't very happy. And they were right. That's the thing that sucks. I shouldn't have done it because I should have waited and gone to someone who knew what they were doing.
Who listens? I went for my first tattoo when I was 16 to some shady guy who was doing illegal tattoos for $50, which at that time, $50. I mean, I was making
that was a lot.
I was making $4.25 an hour at Little Caesars. Do you know how long I had to save for that butterfly tattoo that I had to have because Drew Barrymore had one?
Oh, Drew. She was real good.
She had one she has one like right above her belly button. And I wanted it so bad, but I wasn't brave enough. And so I got it on like by my hip bone. Thank God for that, because I would have that tattoo right above my belly button.
And then, I've always been leery of the abdomen ones or anything, because like you get pregnant, isn't it going to get all distorted?
Well, for some reason, I thought about not doing that. And it's not because I had to hide it from my parents. You know, my parents were heroin addicts. They could give a fuck if I had a tattoo or what. But I don't know why I didn't do it. But shortly after that, my best friend at the time and I pierced our belly buttons with a safety pin.
Oh,
and put hoop earrings from Claire's in there. Yes. And my belly button got.
Did you get infected?
Yes, of course. We pierced it with a needle. We surely didn't disinfect it. And then I put like a cheap ass hoop from Claire's in it. I mean, you know, we're 16, we're stupid. I still have a scar, but
stupid. So stupid.
Anyway,
I don't even know where we were going with that.
I don't either.
Happy birthday.
Yesterday was my birthday. We're going to go out to dinner to a new steakhouse tonight. I'm really excited to try. Yesterday we were going to go skiing, but the mountains the conditions weren't good. It was really windy, and it was snowing and windy, which I'm fine skiing when it's snowing, but when the wind is there, I hate it. So
yeah, I don't blame you.
Instead, we stayed home, and I had asked Greg, he asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and instead of a gift, a present, I wanted acts of service. So,
which is a great gift, actually.
Yes, it's so worth it. So I had asked him to go skiing with me, and so we're gonna go tomorrow morning instead. And because tomorrow's supposed to be beautiful, like I like to ski when the sun is out. So instead of a gift, I asked for active service, and what I asked for is if he would do my poop chores this week, which is taking the small poop trailer up to the big poop trailer and transferring it, and also like leveling out some dirt and sweeping out the stalls. And so he did that, and then he hung some solar lights for me, and that's better than any gift.
Yeah, I love getting that stuff done, marked off your list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
good.
So that was wonderful. He's a wonderful husband. I mean, obviously, this entire year of 2024 was one giant active service gift for me that could last.
Yeah, you got a barn.
Yeah, I got a barn.
Built a barn. That's crazy.
My husband built me a barn by hand, by himself, without any help.
That's amazing.
Extraordinary. I love it so much.
Good for you.
What did you do yesterday?
Well, let's see. I did my workout, and then I just did some stuff around the house. I watched the Iowa State men's basketball game. Sorry.
Do you need the Heimlich?
I hope not. I just had a little something in there. So I was watching that, and then my girls had gone to a sourdough class.
Yeah.
And they were super pumped. So they were off doing this. Like, this lady in town has her own, like, she goes to like all the little like local markets and sells her sourdough. And I'd gotten some at a Christmas market and gotten her card, and she offers classes out on her property out here. And so the girl, she has like a little sourdough kitchen where she bakes all this bread and gives classes.
How cute. I mean, I saw that they did that, but I thought it was in your kitchen.
No. And they loved it. And like, she gives instructions. She gave them a starter to take home.
How fun.
And showed them like, you know, just like all the things on how to do and what's the best ingredients and what flours she does and doesn't like. It was really cool. It's called Iowa Home Needs. If anybody's interested, here in Madrid, Iowa. So then they wanted to go try this new place in Des Moines called Slap Drinks. So you know how like the flavored sodas are really popular?
Yeah.
Like, I think Mom Talk made them popular. Like I don't know. Anyway, like you add all these flavors to your Diet Coke or your Sprite or your Coke and blah, blah, blah. So we don't have that here. But apparently there's something like it that opened called Slap Drinks. I don't know. Slap Soda. Yeah. So we decided to go there. Oh my God. So first of all, I don't want to diss a small business because you know what? It was an amazing drink. But it's a food truck in a parking lot, first of all, which is not what I expected, but maybe they're just starting out and, saving money to get their
maybe they don't have like a money
brick and mortar. Yeah. So I was fine with that. Yes, it was very cold, but we went and placed our order. We didn't have to wait to place our order, but like a minute. And then they handed me a little beeper, like you get at like the Olive Garden, right? And it's freezing. And like I'm cold. So we went and sat in the car because we have this beeper, and then it's just like there's people everywhere, and they're all standing in line in this parking lot and waiting for their drinks. And it's just like time kept going by and by and by. And I'm like, where in the hell are our drinks? So I went up there and I see other people that ordered around the same time, and they're standing there. And then we started talking, and the girl's like, yeah, I've been here for an hour.
An hour to wait for
soda? It took us an hour to get 3 drinks. There wasn't that many people. I don't understand what was going on in there.
Wait, they were doing was mixing soda flavors?
Yes. They did offer pretzel bites, but not that many people were getting them because I only saw like 2 people walk out with pretzel bites.
What?
I don't understand what happened. But it was like we had to walk across the street to McDonald's to use the bathroom. That's how long we waited.
Oh my God. And I would have drove away at that point.
Well, I paid $20 for 3 drinks. So at like the 45-minute mark, I'm like, this cannot be happening. I went up and I asked, where's my order? Or do you know how much longer? And I was going to ask for a refund if it wasn't coming. And then she's like, we're getting it right now.
I mean, you don't even wait that long for a coffee.
I know.
At a busy coffee shop.
I don't understand how this happened, but everybody else was doing the same thing. So I'm hoping they get their act together. Maybe this summer I'll give them another shot, but that's what I did. And then at that point, I was like, I'm going home. I'm so annoyed. Like, I'm just going to go home. Like, there's no mall. We're not going anywhere. Just going home. I drove like a half hour to get there because I live in the middle of nowhere.
Oh my God.
So anyway, I got the strawberry farm, and it was so good. It was made like with sugar-free Monster strawberry puree, some other I don't know. It was delicious. I will say that.
Well, it better be delicious to wait a freaking hour. Did they have to go pick the strawberries?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So that was literally what I did yesterday was get a drink.
Your entire day. Okay. Well, today we're going to talk about today goals for our goals for 2025. But can I just bring up
I'm scared.
Mr. Sheridan again? Can I just bring up Mr. Sheridan again? Because I know we talked about this on our last podcast. So we just finished Mayor of Kingstown, which we discussed last week, of how it's like the greatest show ever. And how Mr. Sheridan is a great writer and writes all the greatest shows on TV. So we didn't have anything to watch. You know, Greg and I like to watch 1 or 2 shows a night. Or like we'll watch 1 or 2 episodes or whatever before we go to bed. And we had nothing to watch. So I was like, okay, well, let's watch Lioness because you had told me it was very good.
Oh, I loved Lioness.
And so we start watching it. And the opening freaking scene is him with his shirt off, like getting dressed and being all like thinking he's all hot. And it's like, why do you do this? Now, the thing is, again, I am so grateful that he writes such great shows. And you know what? If he just immersed himself as an actor, which I think, like we talked about in Yellowstone, how he did
like he did at the beginning in Yellowstone when he was just there occasionally. Yeah.
But it's like, what is with like the showing your body? I just feel like it's like an ego thing. And
it has to be.
I don't know if it would bother me if he was just some random actor.
Mm-hmm.
But I think because normally, he is, I don't know.
You know he's the writer.
He's the writer and the creator. So it's like, why are you writing yourself this kind of part? Like, what?
Well, and it's like the roles that he's playing are roles that are like unnecessary in each show. Like, we don't, like, he just makes it for himself so he can show himself off.
Exactly.
It's stupid, like dumb character.
You're driving the car, and I get that you're like a big part of this team right now, but was that all necessary? I would have liked your part so much better if you were just like the badass driver shooting and doing all these things. Then I don't know. It just bothered me again.
I had forgotten when you messaged me that I had forgotten that he did, or he was in season 1 like that, because I watched it last season. And I was like, oh yeah, he did it there too. I forgot. Taylor.
Anyway,
let's think about this.
Just write
Keep your shirt on.
Keep your shirt on. We don't need to see that. We just maybe I don't know. Keep writing good shows though. Love them. I would like another season of Lioness. I would like another season of Mayor of Kingstown. I would like you to work out an agreement with Kevin Costner and bring Yellowstone back, like the real Yellowstone, where Kevin Costner's in it and not you.
Although
he is dead.
We never truly saw his body. Yeah. Yes, I guess we kind of did. He's dead. That's not coming back. Okay, back to 2025.
2025.
Off topic we have been.
Off topic we've been, but that's okay. So 2025, we're going to talk about goals this week. And then next week, we're going to talk about, we're each coming up with a list of things that are in and out. So what's in for the year and what's out for the year. So it's a little bit different than today.
In our opinion.
In our opinion, that maybe you could follow along with and agree or disagree. But for 2025, for today, we're just going to talk about goals that we have for ourselves. And for me, I don't necessarily like to make New Year's resolutions. I do like to set goals. Yeah, I don't either. Yeah. Some people are like
it just feels like
resolution.
Yeah.
Like what?
It just feels like a task. Oh, I have to do this. And if I feel like I have to do something, I don't do it. I don't know why.
And it's New Year's resolutions where it's I'm not going to eat sugar for 30 days or whatever. So what goals do you
I will say, well, I want to work on not eating foods with so many, looking at food labels more and eating more whole foods, eating healthier. This is funny.
But you are a snacker.
Okay, true. And I love my gummy candies. So I got to find out how to, those are probably full of lots of additives, that kind of stuff. But I started buying whole milk again instead of all my oat milk and almond milk, which I know they're okay, but some of the almond milks are so bad, all the additives, you have to buy the milk, which is comes this big container, and then I have to buy 20 of them. So anyway, I'm trying to do just more whole foods.
Yeah.
Pay attention, whatever. I thought that I should, I saw TikToks where all these people were going on carnivore or the animal-based diet. And I was like, I could do that. That's easy. So for one day.
No, you could not.
I lasted 1 day. I tried to eat meat, eggs, cheese. I had coffee with just milk, no sweetener. No, I added maple syrup because that was okay. Oh my God. I felt nauseous. Remember when I was I'm so nauseous. I feel weird that one week.
Yeah, and then I had failed to mention me that you were trying to go carnivore diet.
I was a little embarrassed. So I lasted 1 day. So that's not for me because I forgot that I really, really like bread. I like bread and pasta. So that's out. I'm just going back to my normal, eat in moderation till I'm hungry or till I'm full type thing. But I do want to make healthier choices.
Okay, that's a good plan.
And I'm not trying to be perfect. because I know I can't be. I like candy.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna, like, I stopped buying my gummy nerds. The nerd clusters.
Yeah.
Because I love them so much. And I could eat a whole bag in a night. They're so good.
So what are you buying?
So I stopped buying those. Nothing. Oh, I've been chewing on or eating pitted dates.
Okay. Is that a good alternative for you?
It's sugary. I don't mind it. I don't know I don't know if there's any side effects to eating too many.
Yes, there is. You're gonna shit your pants.
What?
Yes. No wonder you've been pooping your pants. Yes.
The other day when I texted you and I was like, I almost pooped my pants driving home.
Yes.
I thought it was my coffee.
No, oh my God. Old people eat prunes and dates to help them not be constipated.
Well, I'm learning. I'm trying to be healthy. See, this is why I just eat crap, because this is what happens. I'm uneducated and I just do what I see on TikTok, and it's like dates are a healthy alternative for a sweet treat.
And yeah, but you can't eat so many. You shit your pants driving home.
I didn't shit, just so everybody knows, but it was a close call.
She texted me, I'm going to poop my pants. Okay, well.
And not that it, like, there's nowhere to stop between, like, the last 15 miles to my house. Like,
you would have had to pull
I was,
over.
like, in my head, I was imagining pulling over on the side of the road. Like,
I mean, oh my God. And just poop behind a tree. You'd have to do that. I had to do that one time, remember? But I was on a walk.
I would have to go in a ditch. There's literally no trees. I would have to go in a ditch.
Yeah. I was on the walk that time.
Back off the dates.
And I was 1.5 miles from home with my dogs, and was literally, I had to go behind a tree. It was not my proudest moment.
It's the worst feeling ever.
I was like, no way am I going to make it tomorrow home. Oh.
Hey, oh my God. I know this happens to other people. I don't care. It's for real. It's an issue. Okay, what do you got?
My goal is to not poop my pants once in 2025.
I don't know if you can do it.
I have a couple. One, my goal is to shop less. So I really want to try to spend 2025 only buying what I need and not what I want. I feel like I shopped a lot in 2024. And I think that a lot of it's no secret that I'm addicted to shopping. I love to shop. I don't even.
Also,
I love packages arriving in the mail. Like, ooh, what did I get? Because I don't have a mall, so now it's online. But it's like, my therapist would say that it stems from my traumatic childhood and never having new things and, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I think it's just a problem that I have. And I would like to direct that money elsewhere. So it's like, I work really hard.
Oh, okay.
I work really hard. I don't want to have guilt if I want to buy something nice for myself. And if there's something I need, or if I want to treat myself, I'm going to do it. But I don't want to just shop to shop, which I think is a problem that I fall into sometimes, especially when I get bored or
I also have
depressed.
This is one of mine.
Yeah. And so it's like, okay, it's
a dopamine hit. It's like dopamine rush. Like, oh my God, I should get that. And then it's like so exciting. Yep.
Exactly. And especially when I'm bored, I'm like, I'm going to just go online, or I go to town and go into the stores and just buy stuff I don't need because I'm like, oh, this is cute.
Yes.
And that is my goal, to eliminate that, because I want to put that money elsewhere, like either to retirement or an extra payment to the house, or, like save more, spend less. I just want to be a little more frugal this year.
That was one of mine. I am trying to do more like when I'm out shopping, do I actually like I'll have stuff in my cart and then I'll walk around with it and then I'm like, I don't need that. Where would I try to imagine like where would I put it? Or do I need it? Like,
yeah.
I know Liv was telling me she's going to like use up all your makeup and your beauty products and all that stuff before you buy more. And that's a hard one for me.
Great idea.
Same. Yeah, I'm a product whore. I have so many products. But I love them and they smell good. And so anyway, I have been purging my bathrooms in this house and she came over and got a ton of products. I'm like, will you use this? Blah, blah, blah. Like, take it. And then she's like, great. I'm not going to have to buy anything for a year. Perfect. Somebody's getting use out of it. I made a pile of all my stuff and I'm going to use it. And I am not going to buy more because half the products I use, half of them, I'm like, I don't even know if this does anything. Like, you know, I have every face cream and serum known to man. I don't even know if they work, but I slap them on because
a lot of my products I buy because someone's like, oh, you have to use this. And I'll use it like a couple times and don't use it again. So it's like one of those situations where it's like, I don't need this. I'm going to stick to what I have. That product thing is really good. Like, don't buy new mascara until you need a new mascara. But I think what happens,
have like 20 mascaras.
I know. And you have like 20 lippies. But I think you and I shop because we're bored or because we just like stuff so much. I know
I do.
But then I'm like, in my house, I'm like, there's so much clutter. But then so that's
and it overwhelms me.
Yeah, that leads me to my next goal, which is something I've been doing, is every week I pull 5 things out of my house that I can either sell or give away. So every week I make myself go through my closet and either get 5 things that I could give away, donate, or sell on Poshmark.
So good for you. I've been making many Goodwill trips. Many.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been doing it a lot with my closet, but I also have been cleaning out my basement and like just getting rid of stuff. Like, I don't like this. Why do I have this? It's just clutter. It's collecting dust. I did it with my Christmas decorations.
Good.
Like everything. And it feels so good. Well, remember the one day I was like, I got the Salvation Army truck coming.
Yeah.
They'll come pick up your stuff.
I know.
I had like an old couch and I was like,
I did that when I cleaned out the basement and when I cleaned out the pantry, when I did spring cleaning in December.
Yes.
I got rid of so much stuff.
The pantry feels so amazing. It feels so good.
Typically,
I've been doing that with my closet.
Yeah. But typically what I do is I get rid of stuff and then I buy stuff. But now I need to get rid of stuff and not buy stuff.
Yeah. I will say I haven't been buying much since Christmas. And a lot of it might be because I've been to some stores and I'm like, ugh, nothing good is out. It's that weird time of year, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to keep it up. My closet's a problem. I have a lot of clothes, but like, so what I've been doing is I decided I have all these clothes and I'm like, God, I've never worn that, but it's super cute. So I'm trying to wear things at least a couple times a week that I haven't worn yet. And if I don't like the way it feels or looks, it's gone.
That's a good idea.
Even though I might like it, it doesn't look good on me because I'm really bad about trying stuff on in the store. Or like I wore a sweater the other day that I had bought online and it was from Old Navy, but it had a super cute like winter pattern. It itched so bad. And it's not one I can just wear a shirt under because it had a neck like this.
Yeah.
So I was literally just like this all day and it itched and I was like, it's gone.
That's a good idea. Sorry, my dogs are going crazy. I'm trying to look out. Can you hear the dogs going crazy? Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear.
Oh my
God. I had to put mine in the garage.
I'm trying to look outside to see if there's a deer or something.
I just saw something go by your window.
That is my husband.
Did something just go by your window?
Yeah.
I put mine in the garage because Riggins was like crying at the door. So yeah, purging.
So that's a good idea.
We're minimalistic.
Yes.
We're going to try to be more minimalistic.
If you look in my closet, I have like 14 black t-shirts. It's like, why do I have 14 black t-shirts? Yeah. So if I haven't worn it for 6 months, I want to get rid of it. And I cling on to stuff like, well, someday I'm going to wear this. Someday I might need it. I don't fucking need it.
Oh, yeah. No. One of the tricks I've found is, and this is gross, and I do keep a very clean house, people, before I say this, because I probably have a little OCD and I'm a clean freak. But if you go in your closet and look, if there is dust on the top of that little hanger part, that means you haven't worn it. So
that means get it out.
Like, there's dust on the hanger, get rid of it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, did you have another goal?
Yeah. So that's good. I am trying to, this isn't like really a goal. It's just something I want to do because I love to decorate my house. I'm always like, it just makes me feel good. It's fun for me. Anyway, when we built our house, I went what I like to I would consider classic because I didn't want any of my colors or anything to like date the house, right? Because it's like going to be our forever home. But I went very white as this wall. Everything is white. So I kind of want to try to incorporate some more color and stuff into my house. Like in front of me is a white couch. I have a white couch in this room where the dogs are not allowed. But yeah, I just want to change some stuff up and maybe incorporate some color into my home. I think it's okay.
I love that. What if you
maybe
do
some
one
wallpaper?
At a time?
Oh yeah, for sure. I would get totally overwhelmed if I tried to do multiple things. But remember when I tried to wallpaper my laundry room?
Yes.
And I had like 8,000 samples. And then
you just couldn't choose.
No, I finally chose, right?
Yeah.
I was like, that's the one. I'm going to do it. And I said, hey, Joe, can you measure and tell me which of these I should order? Well, yes, my husband owns a construction company. And yes, he measured wrong. And yes, my wallpaper was a foot too short. So I have a large amount of peel and stick wallpaper that is beautiful for a shorter wall, if anyone's interested. So I have to start that process over.
I love when I wallpapered this wall.
Yeah. See, I'm looking at your background and it's like, I love that. It just feels cozier to me. I want it to feel like more homey and not like I'm in a mental institution. Like,
yeah. Redoing my office.
Which I love this. I love the like border, but I need
I like that
to add something else.
Redoing my office was the best thing I ever did for this house.
Mm-hmm.
My old
I just
office,
you should enjoy the space you're in.
Yeah. I never wanted to work in there.
It should bring you peace.
I never wanted to work in there. I felt it just didn't feel homey to me. It didn't feel cozy. It just was like, I didn't want to work in there. I would work at the kitchen table. And so now I love my office. Yeah. So I do encourage that.
Along with that, with adding color, I want to add like pieces that I like, even if they're not maybe in style, like I enjoy and they bring me joy, like pieces that like, lamps or other things. Like I really like that. I like the pattern or I like this picture and other people might think it's hideous, but if I love it, I'm going to go with it instead of like trying to follow a trend. Does that make sense?
Of course. I will say I never follow trends when decorating my house. Like I only get what I
Your house is very you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just.
And maybe you inspired me because when I was at your house, I did feel that. Yeah.
It is an extension of me for sure. And I only buy stuff that I love. And I don't ever look at what's trendy for a house or what, I just don't. I'm like, oh, okay, I like this, or, whatever.
Yeah. So I'm going to work on that. I want it to feel more personal.
Good.
Like
you should.
For Christmas, I got this beautiful lamp. I'm going to send you a picture. Maybe I'll post it on our Instagram. And it is a Frenchie lamp.
Oh my God.
The base is a gold Frenchie. And other people are probably like, that is the most hideous, but I love it. When I look at it, it brings me joy. It's so cute.
That is what you have to fill your house with.
Yeah. I think I'm going to tie a little ribbon around its neck. So cute.
Oh my God, it's so cute. Oh my God, you could change the ribbons for the season, like Valentine's Day ribbon.
Yes.
Thanksgiving ribbon.
That's what I'm thinking. It's so cute. I love it. I don't care. And I want to get like little portraits of my dogs.
Oh yeah, I have that everywhere.
So that was my other. That was like 2. What else have you got? Is that it?
I don't really have any other goals. I do have things that are in and out, which we'll talk about next week. But I don't want to say,
I have
like,
a huge list.
Of course, I have a goal of like eating better or tracking my macros again to make sure I'm getting enough protein. I do have a goal of being consistent with my training and not hopping on for a week, hopping off for a week. But those are like things that
I just want to stay active.
Yes. So I do have those goals, but I don't want to like set boundaries on those goals or be like, okay, Frozen.
I can see you. Did I go away?
Yeah. Okay. Is it better?
Yeah. Okay. You never went away.
Wow, we haven't had that in a long time. We hadn't had that in a long time.
It didn't do anything on my end.
It was warning me that your internet was unstable. So anyway,
okay.
I feel like when I'm like, okay, I'm going to start working out 3 days a week and I'm going to do this, that it's just as like, I don't want to feel, like I said, like a resolution. I don't want to feel like those are goals that I have to set right now, but it is a goal of mine to be like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be more active. It's like the goal for the ski season is to make sure I'm going up to the mountain 3 times a week. I got my season pass and it makes me happy. It's so close. I could get up there in 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Ski for an hour or 2 and come home. Hey. One moment, please.
Don't stand by.
Sorry. Hold on.
Oh my God. That had to have been one of the cats.
Can't hear anything. Speaking of wrong way. I had ordered this sweater. Speaking and not shopping anymore. I had ordered this sweater and I need to return it. And Steely was eating it.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Steely.
Yeah. So anyway, what was I saying?
So you're going skiing 3 times a week.
Oh, yeah. So those are goals of mine. Like, okay, I'm going to go ski 3 times a week for my exercise. I'm going to do these things. But those aren't goals like goals. Those are just
they're not like a resolution.
Yeah. It's just like, this is what I want to do for myself, right? I want to make sure I'm skiing 3 times a week.
Like I have stuff like that too. Like I want to stay, be committed to like being active 3 times a week.
Yes.
I need to, like I went to lunch last Friday with a friend that I haven't seen in years and it was amazing. Like,
really?
I'm like, why? I need to be more. Yeah. And she listens to us. Hi, Casey.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, it was fun. And I'm like, why don't I do this more often? Because it felt really nice just to connect with other people my age and that are close by. See, I want to make sure I'm doing that more like connecting with people. And I want to be more social and like you said, like for you, like you're going skiing and because it makes you feel good. And I want to find a hobby, but I have yet to find something that I am passionate about. Like, so I'm still working on that. Like besides reading, like I'd love to read, but I need to find something else. Like maybe it's something to get me out of the house.
Yeah.
Because when I work out, I literally go across the yard. So that's
how it is with me to go into my garage to work out. But skiing for me, it gets me outside. It gets me in nature. It's like when I ride my horse in the summer. I can't really ride him a lot in the winter.
Yeah.
But it gets me outside. It gets me in nature. I don't have my phone. It's a time to disconnect, and it's important to me. And I think that that's kind of my goal in summary, is to continue to do things that make me feel good, make me feel happy, self-love. Like how you said about decorating your house. Yes. That is a hobby. That is a hobby.
Okay, yes, it is. It is. So maybe I just need to start doing like projects.
Yes.
Like it could be painting and wallpapering and it is kind of a hobby, I guess.
It is, for
sure. But I do want to find something outside of the home, like to do.
So I don't know if you have this. My friend Angela, who also listens to us, she's probably one of our 5 listeners. She has like a walking club where she has like a group of girls that they go walking like every Friday. So they meet somewhere, they go for a walk, and then they finish and like have a cup of coffee, or they start with a coffee, go for a walk. Yeah, and they go for a walk.
They'll like for me.
Yeah, they meet outside. So they may walk at some trail or around some wherever. And it's just sometimes there's only 3 of them and sometimes there's 8 of them. And it's just like a walking club.
I could do that.
Yeah, I think that would be good for you.
I could see that. Like, this might surprise you, Amy, but I am not very coordinated. And so I don't know if I could be a good skier.
Really?
Like things like that I might not be very good at. No.
Oh my God.
I've only been skiing like twice. In middle school, they took us on a field trip and I was really bad at it. I couldn't stop and I just had to fall. And I just have never been since. I like tubing, but like that's not what I'm thinking. Like, anyway, I just don't think I'm not super coordinated. I might not be really, really good at some of these really physical extracurriculars. Yeah.
Walking.
I can walk.
Yeah. But I do think that like it doesn't necessarily have to be an outdoor activity, although you said you want to get outdoor, but I feel like you do get outdoors a lot. Like you sit outside and read.
I want to get outside,
do that kind of stuff.
Outside the house.
What if
I just want to be outside the house.
What if you make a garden like I did? I love
in my garden. In my yard?
Yes. You get planter boxes.
I would not mind it. True. I would have
so
to
then
have
you could
something
you start
like
prepping
yours.
for it now. Yeah, you start prepping for it now. You get your garden boxes set up so that when it stops snowing, you can get the dirt in there, get all ready so you can start planting and like mulch. My garden was
because I would have to have a big fence. Like you have, like it would have to be enclosed because the deer are going to eat it.
Right. That's what we did.
I don't, because we have a lot of deer.
I'm telling you, from like April to August to September-ish, that garden filled me with so much joy and happiness. It not only just being outside watering and taking care of it and trimming, but when stuff started coming and picking things and eating my snap peas right off the bush, all of it, that garden, which also my husband built for me, was life-changing for me.
Okay. I love that. I also have been talking about chickens for a while.
Yes. The best part about it is you don't have to leave your house.
Okay, but then that totally contradicts me getting out of the house. So,
but you get out of the house.
The problem I have right now is true. I'm not.
You could get outside without leaving. I don't ever want to leave my house, but I like to go outside.
I know this is true.
Take the dogs for a walk.
Whenever I leave,
I spend money.
The only thing I can do is go shopping. or go out to lunch, and I just spend money.
So we have to find ways that you can do stuff at home that doesn't involve going and bopping around town and shopping. You go get your morning coffee, and then you come home and you tend your garden and you take care of your chickens.
I usually get coffee at home, but I do love to get a special drink if I'm out and about. So
exactly.
It brings me joy.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I think gardening would be amazing for you. Because it fulfills my need to take care of something and to like foster something, and it's I love it. I can't wait for gardening time.
I'm gonna research this.
Because then you could get outside and not sit inside reading and stuff. You get a little sun hat
or scrolling. Well, and if TikTok's going away, like they say, then I'm going to need a hobby, because right now my hobby is TikTok, which is not something I'm proud of.
Embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. I just said I wasn't proud.
My daughter texted me this morning and said, "Add me on Snap." And I'm like, I don't even know what Snap. I don't know how to Snap.
Oh my God. I freaking hate Snapchat. I have it because my kids would send stuff to me, but I hate it. Like, if you want to text me, just text me. If you want to send me a picture, just text me the picture.
I don't want to Snap.
Because here's what happens. They'll send it to you, and then it's like it disappears, and then I'm like, wait, what did she say? I forgot.
I don't want to, I don't want any part of that.
I don't like it. I hate it. Don't snap me.
I don't want to snap or talk or tick or do anything. I barely want to Instagram, okay? So I don't want any part of the other stuff. I don't want to twit or twat or X.
Please don't twat. I think in summary, our 2025 is that we are going to be like women of the land. We are going minimalistic. We're homesteaders. We're going to learn to live frugally and minimalistically.
Yes, we're going to be more frugal. I think we're both in on this. We're going to be more frugal.
Back to basics.
We're back to basics. We're going to keep purging our house and our belongings. We're not going to replace them with new belongings unless it's something we need.
No.
I'm going to teach you to garden. And we're going to continue to read books and watch really good shows.
Self-care.
Yep, self-care. Good. All right.
Yep.
That's a good summary. So with that, let's read our affirmation card and then come back to us next week to see our ins and outs for 2025. What's out and what's
we got a list. Yes.
We got a list.
This better fit, because we're on a roll with all of these affirmations fitting our brainwaves.
Okay. I get nervous. Oops. I get nervous. I get nervous that it's not going to fit, and then my psychic abilities are gone. Okay. This is by Anatole France. I think it fits. All changes, even the most longed for, have their melancholy. For what we leave behind us is a part of ourselves. We must die to one life before we can enter another. That's us.
I think it can fit.
It's us. It's like
it's a great one for like the beginning of the year.
Even the most longed for.
Changing habits.
Yep. So we might be sad we're leaving parts of us behind, but we can't move forward if we don't leave. Yeah. We can't move forward if we don't leave those other parts behind.
I like it. I love it.
All right.
Good one. All right.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Like, follow, subscribe, do all the things that make us feel good about ourselves and get really popular. More than 5 viewers.